Hey, we're up here at Dreyer Honda South in New Whiteland, Indiana. Have a chance. It's a beautiful sunny day. I have a chance to hop on one of their Furies. I've seen one before, but I've never been able to ride one. This is going to be a little bit more my style of bike, so I'm really excited about this. The bike is just beautiful just to look at. I mean, you look at the style of it. I mean, there's just, I mean, my God, how do you not like that? It's a very sexy lines on it. It's just, I mean, this is the kind of, I feel like I need to put a helmet on that's red, white, and blue or something like that, you know, and head out across the country. But this, to me, this is a little bit more my style of motorcycle. I really love the look of it, and I can't believe Steve's going to let me take this one out on the road. So I'm looking very forward to hopping on it and taking it for a ride. It just sits nice. I mean, when you sit on this bike, your coolness factor rises way up. It's like you get on here and it's just, I don't know, it just takes me back. It takes me back, because this is just a nice bike. I like that. Bike. Holy cow, this is nice. My God, this thing rides nice, super smooth, and I feel like an absolute badass on it. What a magnificent machine right here. Obviously, I feel more comfortable because this is what I normally, more the type of bikes that I normally ride, but holy cow, this is nice. I'll tell you what, you don't feel on this bike, even though that front end is raked out, it doesn't feel heavy. Normally that front end feels real heavy, whereas this one just doesn't feel that way. That's a V-twin the way they were meant to be made right there. Holy cow. I would own one of these in a heartbeat. That is a machine right there. That is quite the machine. Holy cow. Not only does it ride good, you feel cool riding it, man. That's what's so awesome about it. Wow, that was nice. Well, Steve, I gotta tell you right now, I've rode a lot of different bikes. Okay. And to hop on one straight off the showroom floor and to feel as cool as I felt while I was riding this bike, holy cow. Yeah. It outperformed what I thought it would. It looks nicer than I thought. I mean, there's nothing I didn't like about this bike. This is, and not only is it, you know, now I've seen some bobbers, some choppers, and some pretty cool bikes that you're pretty much going to run bar to bar. You're going to, you know, we used to call them the bar hoppers. Right. But you're gonna run it up, maybe up to Indianapolis, so you can show it off and come home and be sore or whatever. I mean, my God, this bike here, you could go run it down the whole countryside. You could go right down to Florida right now on it. Yeah. And I mean, you could put a lot of miles every day on this bike. It was super comfortable to ride. It's got the more of a rake on that front end, but even with the rake on that front end, you don't get that heaviness. A lot of times you get a real heavy feeling on the front end, and it's almost like you're fighting it. Yeah. Whereas, I don't know if it's because of these handlebars, the way they're designed, or I don't know how they designed it, but you don't get that awkward feeling when you hop on a bike that's a little more raked out than what you're used to riding. Sure, yeah. Please tell me some of the specs on this bike, because that was just, it's maybe one of my favorite bikes I've ever rode now.
It's, of course, it's 1,300 cc's. It's the longest longest bike Honda's ever built, you know, for wheelbase. It's all about style. Their designers did a fantastic job. It's a good package. Like you say, it's rideable. You see a lot of these guys with these custom chopperish bikes, and they trailer them to the parking lot and show them up here at Cheeseburgers in Paradise. But they don't ride them there. This you could ride to Gatlinburg. You could ride to wherever.
Easily. You could easily ride this.
And there's lots of stuff you can do with it as well. There's Corbin, there's Cobra, there's a bunch of companies that make things that really, if you just do a Google search Honda Fury, you'll see like, wow, it's made to customize. So this was their first project like that, and the Rebels now is a little bit different angle, but it's unusual for Honda to make a vehicle knowing people are going to customize it. But what they've given a platform for people to do that, and it's really neat. So it performs well. It's got, of course, the legendary Honda reliability, fit, finish, and quality and things like that. Warranty second to none. We've actually put the chrome wheels on this one. It comes with black wheels, but people like chrome. We've done some really cool custom ones at the store here. And what's neat about them is you do a custom bike, and you can still ride it. So it's paint, it's maybe some chrome stuff or other parts, and it's still 100% reliable. It's warranted. It's not like, well, pieces and parts are going to fall off of it or break because they're customized. But the Fury's been our best seller since 2010 for 1300cc cruiser. People people will come in. I didn't really want a chopper, but man, I like that. And say if you've ridden those choppers in the past, you can't turn them around, and the handlebars are so heavy. This is no different than one of those other older, cruisers. It feels, so it's pretty neat. They've done a good job with it.
No, exactly. Now I'm used to my bike. I actually have 16-inch bars on my bike, and I was thinking about when I was riding this one. I mean, it was like, I might even go up a little higher with them, even on this one here a little bit. But it, like I said, that it handles so good the way it is. It was like, I don't know if I'd want to change anything, but I mean. And I'm all about that anyway. When you buy a bike, you got to make it your own.
Yeah, you got
to make it fit you.
Sure,
you got to,
exactly.
You know what I mean? But holy cow, to hop on a bike right off the showroom floor and take it for a ride like I just did, I am extremely impressed with this. And maybe I'm a little partial. I grew up on Hondas. I ride a little bit of everything nowadays. But boy, I tell you what, I would. I'll trade you straight up for my Buick Rendezvous.
We just did a customer bought one of the white red ones that he's customized and all that. And what he's got, there's only a couple of places that says Honda on it. They're not afraid of saying Honda, but he pulls up to people like, what is that? And it's like, he's actually machined the cases so that you don't see Honda. I mean, so he's done that, and then he goes places and like, wow, that's a Honda. You're kidding me.
No, I had all the Harley guys were waving to me when I rode by, so I actually felt pretty cool. I was like, hey, all right, cool.
Yeah.
No, that was awfully nice, man. I'm telling you what, this is cool. This has got to be one of my favorite bikes that I've ever rode. I mean, I'm not talking about today or this year. I'm talking about one of my favorite bikes I've ever been able to hop on.
Well, you could own this one too,
Yeah. Well, like I said, I saw you didn't bite at that opportunity for that 2003 Buick Rendezvous. What does something like this go for?
Actually, this one as it sits is just a little under $12,000. The base Fury is $99.99, so it's very affordable.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I almost could own this one.
When they introduced them, they were $13,299, $13,399, and they actually a couple years later dropped the price. So they're $99.99 is the base price on them.
My gosh, you can't beat that.
Yeah, no,
I mean, because this is a lot of machine.
Right.
It's a lot of machine, and the throttle response is good. The balance is good. I mean, I honestly, I could not come up with one thing I could say negative about it.
Right.
And even with the forward controls, with my height being a little over 6 foot tall, it fit me perfect.
Right.
Absolutely perfect.
Cool.
Well, Steve, thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you, Scott.
And who knows? This might be the next purchase I make right here.